What's up, guys? Coming at you with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about how you can tell if you're overtraining and why it's kind of hard for other people to tell you if you're overtraining. So basically, the idea of overtraining is if you're hitting a muscle too often or like your workout is too long on that body part and you basically hit a wall where you're not getting any more muscle and it's counterproductive. And how you can kind of tell, how I tell anyways, is if I'm really sore, if I'm hitting that body part too often. So say if I hit legs five times in a row, like in a week, 5 days in a row. That's not, in my opinion, that's not productive because you're getting rid of the recovery time you need to gain muscle. And if you're a bodybuilder, it really doesn't make sense to me unless like you're on drugs and you can just recover that quickly. But like as a natural bodybuilder like myself, you can't hit a muscle that often and still be able to recover and make muscle gains. There's like you can make gains with that. Very little muscle gains compared to if you're not overtraining. The main thing that you'll see is your central nervous system will start to get used to you having to lift that much and that amount of weight, and it will tell your muscles, you gotta toughen up, you gotta get used to lifting this amount of weight. But it's not necessarily going to tell them to gain more muscle or recover faster or whatever. It's just your central nervous system, getting used to having to lift that amount of weight. But how I kind of tell is if my recovery time just takes way too long. Like say I hit like an arm workout and like 2-3 days later, like my arms are still dead and like I can't hit that muscle or like any of the muscle. Like I do like bis and tris and do really hard workout, and 3-4 days later, like they're still sore and I don't feel comfortable going back in the gym and hitting them again. That's like probably the biggest thing for me on like how to tell if I'm overtraining. Also, while you're working out, if like you get through a really hard workout, like you've just done like 60 sets of, I don't even know, quads or something, and by the end of it, like you can't walk, like you can't do a leg extension, you can't move that muscle at all. Like I think that is overtraining. Like when you've gotten to the point where you can no longer push like anywhere near the amount of weight that you were like you can push when you're like mid workout or feeling good when you first walk in, whatever. I think that's treading the waters of overtraining, because when your body is telling you, I can't do this anymore, I don't see the point in like continuing on and doing that, because like your body's not going to build muscle based off of that. It's just going to be like, okay, this sucks. Like I'm going to have to get used to doing this now, and that's when your central nervous system kicks in. It's hard to, like, if someone was sitting across from me and asked me, how do I know if I'm overtraining? It's hard for me to tell you that because I can't physically feel how sore you are. I can't, I don't know what your recovery time's like. I don't know your genetics, how blood gets to your muscles, how quickly you recover, like how strong you are normally and all that stuff. So it's kind of hard to tell someone else. You have to go a lot off of what your body's telling you. And that's just a big thing in bodybuilding in general. Like if you're cutting, bulking, whatever, you have to be able to respond to your body. And also if, you're just not sore the next day after a workout, then you're like on the other end of the spectrum and you're probably not training hard enough. So I'd say kick up the intensity, throw in more sets, do whatever. But as far as overtraining goes, how you can tell, you just have to listen to your body. You have to, understand recovery time. What should your average recovery time be? If it's taking way longer than it normally should, then that's a good sign that you're overtraining. If you just can't, like if you can't move your arm after an arm workout, maybe it was an awesome arm workout, or maybe like might have overtrained. Like it's all about how you think your body's responding, and you just have to listen. Just listen to your muscles, listen to how you're feeling. But yeah, that's kind of how you can tell if you're overtraining. If you like want to know what it is, there's plenty of videos out there already that go more in depth than what I did. But I'm gonna cover the basis of it, and I hope I helped you guys out, and you kind of have an idea on how to alter your workouts based off of if you're overtraining or even if you're not. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. It's just advice. Don't get too butthurt. But yeah, I'm signing off. See ya.